celebrate and help her with a few things. And so this week's episode is going to be very interesting. We're going to be covering millennials and first-time home buyers. Got a lot of content, good content to go over. So remember, if you like the video, please make sure to hit the like button so I know to keep creating the content, keep the information fresh, and keep making videos just like this. All right. First of all, our current projects. We have that property in Jacksonville, Florida. We're getting through appraisals. Keep in mind, this one is way above ask. And right now, appraisals are a little bit tricky because everything is above ask these days. A lot of properties are going 10 to 15% above list price. And so for appraisals, they can get tricky. You got to know how to properly submit your offers so that you get it and then you close on it. And if you're going to list the property for sale, you got to know how to get those properties appraised so you actually end up getting what you're in contract for. I'd love to share that information with you. Give me a ring, reach out. All right. And then lastly, we have a Van Nuys townhouse that we just got approved for our clients. Now, one of the topics I'm going to be going over today is these multiple bid situations and how many offers people are having to submit and get rejected on and lose properties before they get one accepted. The Van Nuys townhouse, these are first-time home buyers. These are first-time clients of mine. And guess what? We got their offer accepted on the first house that we submitted an offer on, with 8 other offers, by the way. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to get your offers accepted. It's not just about submitting a form and then waiting to hear a response. All right. First things first, let's go to our first topic of the day, and that is first-time home buyers. It's a really tough market out here, and it's really hard to get your offer accepted. And so Realtor.com just released an article specifically on this. What's happened is the coronavirus, the pandemic supercharged the housing market. People are trying to get into bigger places and trying to get bigger properties and with larger backyards and so on and so forth. Now, more buyers have flooded this market. And the reason why is because of the low mortgage rates, obviously. That's on top of the fact that millennials hit 30. They're the biggest segment of the house buying market right now. And they want to go into homes that they can grow a larger family. That on top of the fact that there's half the properties for sale this year than there were just a year and a half ago. It's been really tough to get properties accepted. Now, just under half of these first-time home buyers and more than a third of prospective buyers were either outbid on their dream home or discovered that they couldn't afford it. Now, that's unfortunate, of course, for a lot of people. You got to know what you're doing. And a lot of agents out there, they're a little bit newer. They don't know how to get these offers accepted. Roughly a fifth of these buyers made 5 or more offers on different properties before they finally got one accepted. And that doesn't even take into account the fact that a lot of those that they got accepted end up falling out for whatever reason. 47% of first-time buyers were thrilled when they found out their budgets were larger than they originally thought because of the low interest rates. 21% found out that their money wouldn't stretch as far as they'd hoped. About a fifth, something that's very key. About a fifth were forced to compromise. They were forced to either look in cheaper neighborhoods for a property. A fifth had to spend more than they had originally planned. Nearly the same number had to forego some wish list features that they really wanted to get in the house. Things like a garage, maybe a 2-car garage, maybe a man cave, a big backyard, a finished basement, and potentially a pool. All right. Okay. Next article I want to go over with you guys is the fact that millennials are changing the luxury real estate market. What do we mean by this? Well, first of all, 38% of the buyers out there are millennials. Are adults born from 81 to 96. They are currently representing the largest share of home buyers in the United States. Okay, this is by a study conducted by the National Association of Realtors. Now, this is the most educated generation in the history. They have higher earnings. They're set to inherit more than any prior generation. And because of that, they're dramatically shaping what you're finding in luxury real estate these days. Going forward, what we're going to see are developers are going to integrate touchless, high-tech features into more homes. We're seeing a lot more geothermal systems, solar panels. We're seeing a lot more homes coming to the market with Tesla chargers. So we're seeing a lot of these millennium requirements in the luxury market, and it's going to change it for good. Also, these homes that are featuring these items are getting a premium to market because you have a lot more buyers competing for them. According to December Sotheby's International Survey, 63% of the affiliates say that they expect these luxury housing prices to go up even higher over the next 3 years in their respective markets because millennials are driving this market. All right, next topic is first-time home buyers. Let's go back to first-time home buyers. Very interesting survey came out. So in the past, only about quarter to a third of first-time home buyers got gift funds from family and friends, gift funds or loans. Last year, the survey came out and said more than half of the Americans who bought their first home last year said their family or friends helped them with the down payment. 44% of first-time home buyers did not have enough for a down payment last year. They had to ask friends and family. And one of the reasons is because nationwide, prices went up 12.9%. People feel like now is the right time to buy, even still, even though the rates have gone up so significantly. They're still trying to make it happen right now as opposed to later. Two more things came out of this. So number one is the buyers had to compromise, 21% expanding their searches to less expensive neighborhoods. People want the more expensive neighborhood. They can't afford it. Their budgets aren't where they need to be. And also they're getting outbid. 20% of the people raised their budgets, 18% cutting out features they liked. Okay, we discussed this a second ago in the other article as well. Lastly, 49% of the first-time home buyers and 39% of the prospective first-time home buyers fell in love with a home but got outbid. So people are having to submit a lot of different offers before they actually end up getting them. All right, real quick, let's get into the mortgage rates. These are our mortgage rates this week. They went up, and they went from 2.76% to 2.84% for the 30-year. The 15-year went from 2.26 to 2.32%. FHA 30-year went from 2.25 to 2.28. Jumbo 30-year stayed the same. The 5/1 ARM went up from 2.22 to 2.25. So not very significant. All right. Let's go ahead and switch back here. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're able to get all of this content on all of our channels and on YouTube. We also put links to all of these articles and all of the data, which is where I get all this information that I present to you on a weekly basis. Our quote of the day by Jeff Goins. He's an author and blogger. Says, "It's not fun to fail, but it just might be the only way to succeed." Most of the successful entrepreneurs out there, you talk to them, they failed a number of times before they did it right. So don't be afraid to fail. Go out there and succeed. As you fail, you learn every single time. Right after you fail, the next one's going to be a success. That's the mindset. All right. Remember, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button so I know to keep creating content and videos just like this. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button.